Hey everybody, so today I wanted to bring things back to basics and show you guys how I do a acrylic or hard gel removal. You can use the same techniques for gel polish, but today I'm going to be removing an acrylic set. I'm first taking this little pair of pliers, or I don't know what you would call these. They're basically just a tool that I use to remove charms or large gems. So I'm going to remove this gem that I have on my ring finger because you don't want to file over that. It's not going to file properly and you're going to end up ruining your file. But once I have all of those off, I can go ahead with a straight edge clipper and I'm just going to check where my hyponychium and my natural nail end is so that I can make sure that I'm clipping right above that instead of on top of that, because that will cause you to potentially hurt yourself if you're clipping too close to your hyponychium. So I basically just go along one side. If it doesn't work, I'll try the other side because sometimes it's a little thick, and I basically just pinch a little on the edge and it'll kind of create a crack that goes along the top of the nail and it'll take off that free edge for you. I save all of mine, so this is just my little jar of nail goodies. Just wanted to show you guys. I think it's fun to kind of collect them because you can see your progress and different designs that you've done over time. Now I'm going to go ahead and start the removal process. Today I'm using my Kiara Sky Unicorn Beyond Pro e-file, and I'm using it at about 22,000 RPMs. And I showed you guys the screen because I wanted you to see that I'm actually working in reverse. Typically, if you are using your right hand to hold the drill and you are filing off your left hand, you would typically work in forward and kind of pull towards yourself. I actually find that I can go a lot faster with my removals if I go the opposite way to start off and get rid of most of the bulk. So as you can see here, I'm kind of checking as I go. I'll kind of remove a bit of the product, check to make sure that I'm not going too close to the natural nail, and then keep going if I feel like there's still more product to remove. I don't, as you can see, go all the way back to the cuticle. That's why there's still a line of that blue gel polish. Because I am going in reverse, I'm not going to be able to be as precise, but it is going to help me go a lot faster with getting the bulk off of the nail. So I go in the opposite direction. So for my left hand, I'm going in reverse and I'm pulling away mainly from, like, maybe I'd say 2 to 4 millimeters from the cuticle line. You want to basically pull from there so that way you don't potentially risk catching your natural nail with this bit. And I am using a coarse carbide bit to do this. The next nail that I'm removing has some colored acrylic on it, so hopefully you guys can see there's 2 layers since I did encapsulate the colored acrylic. So what I typically do is get rid of most of the bulk, and then I will take a nail clipper and I will clip off any excess product at the free edge that I didn't feel comfortable removing when I was taking off the free edge initially, and kind of get it down as close to the natural nail as possible, and that'll remove majority of that colored acrylic, and then I can go back in with that file and make sure that I get any last remaining bits. So you'll see me do that in a second. So just showing you guys kind of the thickness in comparison to the other nails that I haven't removed yet. Now I'm going to go ahead and remove that remainder of the colored acrylic. I do typically do a clear layer underneath any acrylic application that I do. So as you see me filing off the color, I'm not actually touching my natural nail yet. There is still a layer of either base coat or clear acrylic underneath, and that's what's going to protect my nail as I do this process. So if you are doing file off removals, make sure that underneath your main product you are using some type of base layer. So whether it's a base gel polish, rubber base gel, clear acrylic, whatever it is, that is going to be the layer that separates your file from your natural nail when you're going to remove. And once I'm done with all of that, I go ahead and just clip off as much of the free edge as I want to. Again, just being mindful of the hyponychiums, but I do like to kind of get it down a little bit more because as your nail free edge starts to grow out, it can get like wonky shapes, and my nails actually have like different shapes. I try to file them all to have a more rounded like edge to them, but not all of them naturally have that, so I do try to clip my free edge down as much as I can. Then once all that's done, I'm gonna go ahead, flip my e-file to forward, which is what you would normally use your e-file in if you're right-handed. And I'm gonna go around that cuticle area and make sure that that is all removed properly. And I'm also going to go over top of the nail and take off any little bumps or things that I wasn't able to get with the initial pass over. I am also using this at a slower speed because I don't have as much product to remove. I don't need it to go super fast because I'm not worried about needing to cut down on the time, and I want to be a lot more careful the closer I get to my natural nail. So I am going at about 15,000. Right here I'm pointing out where I kind of broke through that acrylic base layer, so I don't really focus on that area anymore. I try to avoid it as much as I can so that I don't accidentally touch my natural nail with this bit. And I'm going to do the same process for all of the nails. Again, this is just going to remove that last bit of bulk from the product. So whether it's hard gel, which you can't actually soak off, or acrylic, if you are soaking off your acrylic, you still want to get it down pretty thin like this before you're doing your soak off, because the soak off will take a lot longer the thicker the product is on your nail. And I'm showing you here just a tiny spot of lifting and kind of where, again, I kind of broke through the layer of the acrylic that I have, so I don't focus on those areas anymore. Again, I haven't touched the natural nail yet. It's just showing you guys that you want to stop once you see those areas start to come up, because that means your product is getting a lot closer to the natural nail. Then I go ahead and just shape my free edge. I am using a softer grit file, so this is a 150, I believe, but this is from a brand that I feel like their grits are not as strong as some of the others that I've tried, so I would probably say this is more close to like a 180 grit. You want to use something a little softer when you're getting to your natural nail, because the lower grit files that like an 80 or a 100 will really eat up the natural nail, which you don't need. I just want to smooth the edge of the free edge so that I don't have any sharp edges or, you know, spots poking out. Then I go ahead and push my cuticles back and I lower my e-file to about 4,000 RPMs. I am using a small mandrel bit. This is going to be my quote unquote cuticle bit. I do use different bits for this process, but today I'm using this one. I don't use this as my like standard mandrel bit for the rest of my nail. You'll see in a second that I use a normal size one, but for this one I use kind of just to clean up the cuticle area, get any like minor lifting that I can see. I don't have too much in this set, and just making sure that I am prepping that back area where I have my new nail growth. So that's what this is for. You can use diamond bits. There's a lot of different type of cuticle bits you can use. Today I'm just using this one. Then I raise my e-file speed to about 5,000 because now I'm going to go back over that slip layer, and I'm using a 150 grit mandrel bit, and I am just going to smooth over the top layer of the nail, not focusing on the cuticle since we already did that with the small mandrel bit. I'm really just kind of smoothing out any bumps and lumps and going over again, just making sure that I don't have any lifting in any areas. Mainly because you want to make sure that you get all of that off before you go in with your new application. Now I'm going to cleanse the nails and dehydrate them. So today I'm using 91% rubbing alcohol and a little manicure brush, and I am just cleansing the nails thoroughly. You can see where there's kind of like discoloration in the nail, where it kind of looks a little more white and cloudy, that is where we have the remaining product that didn't get filed off. So you see you still have protection on your nails after doing a file off. Now I'm going to be using my Extend Gel by Apres and my Young Nails Protein Bond. I'm going to apply that protein bond to the nail with 2 layers, and then I am going to apply my Extend Gel, which this is going to be either my new product or it's going to be the base for my new application. So like I said, anytime I do a file off, I will apply some type of base layer. Typically for me, it's a rubber base gel or clear acrylic, so whatever works for that particular set and what products I'm using using for that next set. But today I'm going to do 2 layers of this Extend Gel, and that is pretty much it. I don't do anything else. This was going to be a base layer for my new application, so I didn't apply any top coat or design or anything afterwards. All I did was apply some cuticle oil since I wasn't going to be doing my new set that same day. But yeah, once you're done with that, that is everything for a removal. It's really simple. I prefer file off removals. I just feel like they're a lot easier to do, and you don't have to sit there with your hands in acetone for a very long time. I feel like acetone makes my nails feel super brittle after, so I just prefer not to use that. And I do feel like the file off, since you have to file off acrylic anyway before doing a soak off, it's just a quicker process in my opinion. So let me know what you thought about it down below. Let me know which removal method is your favorite. If you like this video and want to see more from me, thumbs it up and subscribe to my channel. It really means a lot. I'm hoping to get to 1,000 subscribers. Yeah, other than that, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day wherever you are, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye everybody.